Today we are talking about getting back to basics and planning for success in a declining market. What's up, guys? My name is Kevin Hawkins. I'm a real estate broker and a team leader here at eXp, and I wanted to talk to you about staying successful and what you can do to plan your life around the upcoming real estate changes that we're going to see. So when you're thinking about your business and how you're going to transition from where we've been for the last 2 years, which is complete pandemonium, but the good type of pandemonium that we all wish for, which is more business than we can handle, into the new climate, which most of us are seeing now, which is a significantly slowed market. We have sellers that are sticking to their listing prices. They're not quite ready to drop their prices. We have buyers who are scared and they're running for the hills because they don't want to overspend. So developing our business becomes a lot more important to take those buyers to close and bringing those sellers to a realistic time frame and a realistic place where we can get their home sold. So here's a couple ways that you can get your business back on track in this transition. So number one on my list is focus on your sphere of influence. Now, a sphere of influence might mean different things for different people. To me, these are the people that I have sold homes to in the past. They're my friends, they're my family. I'm focusing my business on a referral basis. So my sphere primarily is going to be my close friends, family, and the people that I've sold homes to in the past. And so I've got hundreds of those people, and so I'm going to focus on them. I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to touch bases with them. And this is something that you shouldn't stop doing when you get busy, but it's one of those things that a lot of people forget to do when they have a lot of real estate transactions going on. So get back to basics, get back to your sphere. Now, what are you going to do once you're in touch, once you're reaching out to your sphere? Well, the most important thing in my mind is to provide value to those people. It's easy to call people and ask for their business, but I feel strongly that in order to earn that business, you need to provide them value. So it's a smart thing to ask your clients for referrals for their business, and I think that there's a place and a time for that. But you need to prove to your clients that you can provide value to them and not just ask for something. So step number 2 is going to be providing value in a way that your clients truly need and want. So that could be simple. That could be calling for a happy birthday, happy anniversary. Hey, it's been a year since you bought your house. Another way to provide value is to simply call and ask how they're doing. Not necessarily have a plan, but just an open dialogue. I find that when I'm calling, Joe Blow, and I just want to say, how you doing, Joe? It's been a while. I know you had some heart issues. Maybe you had some health stuff. I want to check in on you and see how your life was treating you. And just truly get back to caring about the people that we are dealing with. I think that it's so easy to turn everything transactional that you forget about what's important. And really, this first bracket here of getting back to your sphere is going to refocus you on getting back to your clients and getting back to what's important to them, providing value to them. So we're going to focus with our clients on phone calls, in person. We're going to touch base with them in person, maybe drop off a little gift, maybe write a handwritten card. We're also going to be inviting clients out to lunch, to dinner, for drinks. And then a couple times a year, we're going to have client appreciation parties. So that's how we're going to touch base with our clients. I really want to be in touch with my clients 12 to 15 times a year, that many touches. Now, there are people out there that go even farther than that, but I find with the amount of clients that we have that that's a sweet spot for us. So moving on. I think this next one is going to be important for those of you who aren't already established in your community, but when the market is changing, there is all sorts of pandemonium happening. There's talking heads saying that the world's coming to an end. There's everybody with an opinion. For me, I feel like this is a really great opportunity to become the local expert on the market trends. So this is a great place to jump off of with social media. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. These are great places for us to establish ourselves as the local agent that is an expert in the market trends. And then to piggyback on top of that, I want people to know that I be the voice of reason. I want to be the voice of reason. I want to be there for my people, and I want to bring calm and cool heads to this situation. And I feel like that's what buyers and sellers need. They don't need somebody to stir the pot. They need somebody to bring them the truth. So sometimes that may be, drastic measures, but what I would say right now, we're not there. The market is not in dire straits right now. We're doing fantastic. The market is still great. At least in our market, prices haven't even started to decline yet. So we're seeing that, yeah, sure, listing prices aren't increasing anymore. They're tapering off, but the sales prices are still fantastic. And that is what your clients want to hear. So jumping into our next one, this is a big one. This is going to be not necessarily something that you need to do just in a declining market, but this is going to be essential to being successful no matter what you do. And that is bring the energy. This is like a Brent Gove thing. I love it. And this is something that's been important to me from day one. Bring the energy with your clients. Obviously, you need to have these other things to accompany that energy, because if you're just psyched out of your mind and you don't have the content, you don't have the understanding of the experience, your clients are just going to think you're a maniac. So, but bring the energy, bring the knowledge, be the expert, and bring that genuine care to your clients. And when you have all of those things together, your clients are going to think you're a rock star. It's going to happen. And again, going back to being a successful person, you've got to have that energy in order to have a pace that a successful real estate agent is going to have. You've got to have that energy, and your clients love it. They eat it up. I've seen it over the years, time and time again, where people don't want to work with, we'll go back to Joe Blow here, Joe Blow the agent. And Joe Blow might be a great guy, and he actually is super knowledgeable and does a fantastic job once he's in a transaction. But for some reason, people just feel like he's not going to get it done for them. Now, is that actually the case? Maybe not. Maybe Joe's actually a better agent than I am in all aspects. But if he doesn't have energy, if he doesn't bring that charisma and that energy to the transaction, to the environment, most clients are going to walk away with him because they're going to think he's a dud. So don't kid yourself. You can't outsmart these things. You can't outwork these things. You've got to have the energy, and it's got to be accompanied with those other things, of course. And then last but not least, this is a big one, and it again feeds back into all these things we're talking about, but it's follow up and follow through. We are no longer in the days where you've got 10 buyers banging on your door and you can only service 6 of them. And maybe, it's okay if a few of them walk across the street to a different brokerage. You need right now to follow up with every client, at least the ones that you want to work with, and follow through. This is not something that you necessarily should just do when you're slow. Also, guys, these are good lessons for life to be successful in real estate. But I really think that when you're in a declining market, you focus back on your fundamentals. You get back to basics. And so follow up, follow through. Do what you say you're going to do. Hey, I'm going to send you that CMA later this evening. Send them the CMA later this evening. Don't wait until tomorrow. Hey, I'm going to call you later. We're going to talk about your listing price. Do it. Make it happen on time. I had a client recently reach out to me and say, hey, you set the tone. Whatever you say, that's my expectation. So if you say you're going to call, you call. If you're going to send them an email, you do it. And we set the tone with our clients. So it's a good thing. That means that we control the pace. So anyways, those are a few points that I think are going to keep you staying super busy in real estate. Don't forget, all of these things included, don't forget to time block your way to success. So if you are planning your week out, I think it's super important that you live and die by your calendar. Well, what if I don't have a listing appointment every day to put on my calendar? Well, guess what? You should time block that time of the day in case you get those appointments. So for me, I'm working on my sphere. I'm working on calls. I'm making my 20 calls in the morning before noon. And then I'm saving my afternoons for flex time. So that's where I could be meeting with buyers, meeting with sellers, taking listing appointments, doing valuations. I'm going to schedule things that take me out of the office in the afternoons. That's how I do it. So you figure out what works best for you, and yeah, let me know what you think about this. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this content, how I can be helpful to you in the future. There are so many little tips and tricks, and I'd love to hear what's made you successful, what you've found that works for you when the market takes a bit of a dip. Please don't forget, if this is valuable information to you, to hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me as we're just getting started. Hit that notification bell, and please comment. I'm going to respond to every comment, and it's important to me that I interact with those of you that are watching. You guys, we'll see you on the next one, and until next time, bye now.